Alrighty, folks. So we have McRaeathon 2021, the final run of the event. NASCAR Heat 4, Extreme Dirt Tour Championship. I do apologise. That's by KunoDemetries. So, Kuno, when you're ready, the floor is now yours. Good luck.
Hello, McRaeathon and BSG. My name is Kuno. I'll be running NASCAR Heat 4. We're just going to go straight into it just so the run will be a little bit faster. I'll give a countdown to when time starts, but it's a little bit iffy as there is a timer on screen. The time starts when it's done right there when the flag turns around. So, this game is very kind of basic in the racing term where you just go around the laps. Different maps have different lengths. Most maps have about 2. We run on the slowest lap difficulty, which is about 2%, which is 2 laps for shorter, 2 laps per shorter track. The longer tracks only are about 1 lap, which is really kind of good for this kind of sense. So it's not too bad. So I want to mention that this is easily my first racing game. Viperhead came to me and he was like, "Hey, I'm running my own marathon," and he asked me a whole bunch of help, and I was like, "You know what? Just for Viper, I'm gonna learn a game." So I learned this in about a week, and I've never played a racing game. So hopefully you guys enjoy watching me mess up. So a lot of the races are extremely short, so a lot of the run is sadly during a load screen. So if anyone has any questions, I can answer it as it's not too bad, but a lot of the game is load screen to load screen. A big thing about NASCAR Heat 4 is it has a practice and then a qualifier. The qualifier is what you can get further ahead in the races, so you'll always see me about last place or, second to last place, is because we skipped the qualifier, which, when you do that, it just says do not finish, which, in a normal, like, NASCAR, if you don't finish the qualifier, you just get put to the as far back as you can. The practice isn't really important. In story mode, it just gives you money to like upgrade your car, or if you're running your own business on the campaign, that's what that's really for. But a huge chunk of the story for the game is spent on Dirt Tour. The reason I picked Dirt Tour is during the campaign, it was my favorite bit because you can actually drift. The other tours that they have are the truck rally, and then I think it's the I don't remember what it's called, but basically you can't drift in them because it's like actual NASCAR. But in the Dirt Tour, it's a little bit more like fun, so that's why I picked it. So we're on race 2, and the laps go by extremely quickly because it's not too bad. So that's lap 2. So a big thing is, because we're just doing the championship, you do not actually have to win. You just have to not lose, which is about anything above like last place, and it's fine. But usually the faster you go, the better. But a big thing about NASCAR is when you win a race, it pops up as like a thing saying, "Do you want to do a burnout?" So a burnout is like in the United States. I'm not sure if it's a big thing in I don't know. I'm sorry. A big thing in other like racing events, but you basically just drive around the track and like burn out your tires. It's like I think it's a really American thing, but I'm not sure if like other racing events do the same thing. So I am definitely not as great at driving as I could be. The world record for this category, I believe, is about 14 minutes because the time is calculated by your actual race time and not in real time. I think in real time, I hold the world record because the world record holder ran it on the PS4 or 3. Yeah, he ran it on the PS4, so the load times on the PS4 are atrocious. But yeah, he's definitely a way better runner than I am. Europe, Asia. Yeah, ooh, I'm gonna hit that wall. Well, can we get a GG every time I hit a wall, like, at this point? Because my car, at some point, I'm gonna just hit a wall hard enough and I'm gonna break the engine and have to reset a race. And that's just gonna be hilarious. if I win a race, you guys are gonna hear my play music. So is this actually a good game? I always felt like the NASCAR tires are quite. I would say the dirt NASCAR Heat 4 and 5 are actually not too bad. Like to me personally, I think it's just like because Americans like NASCAR. But it's actually not so bad because I'm playing on the easiest difficulty where the game controls everything for you. But if you like difficulty in like how you race, you can actually like adjust every single thing on your car. Like if you want your transmission to be higher. If you want your suspension to be like a little bit stronger, you can turn up suspension. So if you like micromanaging your car like that, you can in this game, which is really good. Another thing you can do is run your own like car dealership. So you can run like you can buy cars and upgrade them, and they can actually get damaged to the point where like you'll go into a race with the car completely destroyed if you don't have money. So if you like stuff like that, this game is not that bad. But compared to like things like Simpsons Hit and Run and a lot of other games that we've seen on McRaeathon up to this point, it's a little bit more. This is a racing game. It's not. This is a fun title that's just like has a premise of racing, but it's like really jolly and like completely funny to watch. This is like more literal. I'm gonna hit that so hard. Well, ooh, hit something again, Pong. Who doesn't love smacking into everything at like 80 miles per hour? And it's funny, I'm still on PV pace. This is still PV pace because the PV I did, I think it was like the very last race I smashed into the wall and my engine broke, and I think it's the second to last or the third to last race is a minute long. I guess it's the restream itself. Oh no, Viper, what did you do? Oh no, it's me. Oh no. Alrighty, I think we're. Oh no, I did it again. Are we good? We good? I think we're good. Alright, we're good. I'm just gonna say we're good. There we go. Alright, I guess you guys should be caught up for frame rate not being bad. It's alright, we're all good here. So this is my favorite track in the entire game because, funny enough, you don't actually have to drift on it to get a really good time. But if you do drift on it, it's actually like so rewarding.
Also, to answer your question from earlier, what did I do? I did nothing, I swear.
I think it is me. I 100% think it's me or the RTMP is dying. And I'm pretty sure it's the RTMP dying.
It seems to be okay. Again, but I jinxed it the last time with Joseph, so it's like maybe the less said the better, yeah?
Here, I'm gonna... I don't know what to do, bud. It says that I have like 3k kilobytes upload, but then it's dropping frames still. I think that the RTMP is just dying, buddy. It's all good. What do you think?
Might be the same thing, I don't know. Could be.
Because it's saying that I have like my upload speed is fine, but then it's still dropping frames, which would be the RTMP. But it'll stabilize hopefully. If not, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Gonna close that. Yeah, I actually truly think it's the P server right now. Ah. Well,
Yeah.
you know, it's
we
fine.
can keep going. We can keep
Yeah.
going. It's fine. It's fine.
It'll figure itself out. Alrighty, so next race. So, are we supposed to? No, we are not supposed to hit other cars. If you missed the first bit that I said, I am not good at racing games at all. I want to be 100% honest. This is the first racing game I've
Righty, folks.
ever played in my entire life. Like I had
I'll let
said,
that
Viper
catch up.
came to me saying that he wanted to run his own marathon. Let's give a shout out to Viper. What is your PB? RTA is about 20 minutes. In game time, I think it's like 8:15 something. The time in the speedrun is in the time that the speedrun.
Okay, so we're going to quickly swap over from the current one. The current one, we're using the RTMP. We're going to swap over to the Twitch side and see if that's any better, okay? So we'll be right back. I'll leave it on, I'll put it on the intermission screen, but we'll be right back, okay? We'll be back very, very shortly. Stay with us. And yeah, we'll go back to the NASCAR Heat 4 run. And yeah, back over to you, Kuno. It's all you, dude. All you.
Hey guys, so we just decided to switch onto Twitch streaming just because the RTMP server does not work for Americans because gotta love Americans. Oh yeah, what I was trying to explain, PVL, this is the shortest championship, which is only 14 races, with each race being on average about 30 seconds or less. This is the longest one, and this is the one that I hate the most. So that is the big problem about this little track. The other championships, all on average, are about, I would say, like 50 minutes long because they have about 32 tracks with like 3 laps each. So it gets a little bit bad if you want to do the other ones. Which if you want to... Oh boy, the stream is much better now. Well, we switched off of RTMP. So a big way to drift in this game, which is I'm pretty sure how they drift in real life, I'm not sure, is you have to hit your brake and then you'll turn a little bit quicker. So right here, if I want to drift, I kind of let go of my acceleration and then hit brake and then it drifts. And that's basically how you drift in the game. You can theoretically drift every vehicle in the game, but all the other cars like this car specifically is made to drift and to turn left only. Because oh, that's the burnout like I was talking about. It's a pop-up if you win a race, and I didn't expect to win one. So if you spam B, it takes you to the previous menu, but on that you have to hit B to like say you do not want to do the burnout. So we're on race 8. I think he said we're on. Wait, 20 minutes? That is not good. Did you say 20 minutes, Viper? I'm not sure. If we're on 20 minutes, oh my god, I lost a lot of time. So, hopefully.
No, we're on like just under 13 minutes on the timer, so
Oh,
you'll be
okay,
fine.
you said 10 minutes. Okay, good. I was like, oh my god, if we're at 20 minutes. Actually, do you get penalized
Nah,
at
you'll
all?
be fine. You'll be fine. Don't
Um,
sweat.
alright, PVL. The difference between what I'm playing and what the game is. Alright, so if you're playing the campaign or the story mode or whatever, if you hit another vehicle, you can actually get negatively like affected, where you will get like, I guess the game has like a karma system, so if I hit multiple people, my karma will go down, but if I cleanly race, my karma will go up because other racers like me. And certain companies won't sign with you if you have a negative karma, and like those ones give more money, so it helps out, but it really depends on the game itself. I know in Dirt 5, not Dirt 5, I'm sorry, Heat 5, they make the system a lot better, but in Heat 4 it's a little bit more jank. There is a game above this one, which is Heat 5, but I was like, Heat 4 just seems about right, because Heat 5 was like, it had better views. Ooh, the karma system, remember that. Yeah, so they went back to their roots in this game. So right here, I have to hit B. So this game is like how they had NASCAR back in the day. But I'm pretty sure they didn't have the Dirt Tour back then. They just had like regular NASCAR. But the Dirt Tour actually has been getting a lot bigger, especially in the United States. Which is really nice because um the actual length of real life races for this is like Dirt Tour is about 100 laps and regular NASCAR is about 400 laps. So to think like Dirt Tour is 100 on a track that's only like yay big.
I was gonna say, didn't NASCAR recently do the dirt race and stuff?
Yeah, they started getting into it recently.
Because it was like a load of pictures that I'd seen. And it was like, ooh, and I was like, this looks really weird. Like a car in a NASCAR covered in dirt. I was like, this
Yeah.
doesn't seem right. Aren't they usually on tarmac?
Yeah. NASCAR got into the dirt racing, I think, back in like 2016 even, and they actually have a championship that is the trucks on dirt actually, and there's actually races where it's like these cars. I don't know what they're called, my bad, but it's these cars on pavement as well, which it's really hard to drift on pavement. I'll give you that. Race was the only race I did in this entire speed run where I didn't hit a car, so that's pretty pog, ain't it? I would definitely say, these cars to me are way cooler, but I'm pretty sure they're a lot more dangerous, but they're made to get hit, which is really good. And they're made to take like a lot of like damage. And the reason they cap at like 100 laps is so they don't have to do as many pit stops, because the laps are only like 30 seconds each or like whatever. Alright, so we're on the postseason. We're on the championships or playoffs. So the playoffs are only 4 laps, but it's the longest ones are the ones that are more notorious. So the second one is the minute-long one that I mentioned earlier that I hated the most because it's a minute long on a dirt tour. So hopefully this goes good. If not, well, we tried. And just to help you guys, the average load length for me is about 20 seconds. for the ones going into races. The ones leaving races is about 4. So if you do the math, there's 14 races. I lose about 14 times 20 pit stops in dirt racing. Yeah, basically, yeah. That's why they cap it at like 100 laps, so you don't have to do pit stops at all. So it's not too bad. And I hit 2 cars. I hit 3 cars. Let's go. Third place. That's not too bad. I wish it told you like your time during the race, but I think they removed it for actual races just so you wouldn't focus on it. But like I was mentioning earlier, I'm running on the lowest difficulty, which I think is just casual, but there's normal where like you have to have some control. If you play on the highest difficulty, which is like professional, you can change your car's like suspensions, like strength and stuff like that. And I'm averaging about 110 miles per hour, but if you change your suspension, it's about like you can hit at like 130, 140. But I think for every race you have to manually change it. So you're just losing time doing that because manually changing it is bad because it's like very different things. Who needs lap times anyway? Well, in this run, it's actually kind of important because the game meant the time is calculated in lap time. So if I get like, if I take 40 minutes to run, but oh god. Alright, say goodbye to that car. Sounds fun, but annoying to mess with that. It is definitely annoying. Oh god, no. Woo. We got a course penalty, y'all. Oh my god, that's amazing. Alright, we're just gonna hope to finish. Okay, can we get a fucking... I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cuss. I caught myself. I caught myself. Can we get a GG for the course penalty? Oh man, that's splendid. I've never seen that, actually. I've never seen a course penalty. I didn't know you can get those on Championship. For a 1 minute lap. This is a destruction derby, y'all. You see, we've had amazing runners like Fail Racer, Exington, Joseph, you know, who can actually drive, and then you get Kuno, who rams into cars and then gets a course penalty on a minute lap. Just splendid. And I hit it again. Oh man, this is amazing.
I'm not even kidding, like, it is a bit like a Destruction Derby game. I mean, all you need is just bits flying everywhere, and you're set.
Oh, you can actually break a car. If you want on the last lap, I'll do it. Meant on the last race, I'll smash my car. Do you guys want that? You want to see me break the car where the engine shuts off and I can't finish the lap?
If you want to break the car, you go ahead and do it if you want.
I'll break the car,
I'll let you
guys.
do that one. That's up to you, though.
It's super hard on the last lap. Yeah, runner's choice. Alright. This is brilliant, not gonna lie. Well, thank you, Joseph. Alright, do you guys want to see me destroy the car on the last one? Take a shot every time Kuno makes an opposite. Well, man, someone's gonna get really drunk by the end of this. That's actually... When I was playing the campaign and I was second place, I always did like the pit maneuver where you hit him in the back just to get first. And so like that's just the way I do it. Also, he will donate $1. Nah, I don't have that kind of money. If I donated every time I hit a car, we would be at like $500 donated just from me. In one race, I hit about 8 cars. Okay. So this is a little bit less dirt, more pavement, and I think the last one is on only pavement. You see, I never got, if you go read the speedrun rules, it says qualifying counts for the total time, but I never got that because it's counted on the like actual race time. So hopefully someone can interpret it for me, because I feel like if you're allowed to do qualifying, like you can actually bring world record down to like 10 minutes even, because if you're in first place, you actually get like a really big advantage because you don't have the ability to smack into 40 cars like I do, which is a little bit splendid. Alright, so we're on the last race of the entire speedrun. What's the time, Viper? And I'll decide if I want to smack into a wall.
Time currently is 22:45 as of right now.
What's the estimate? 25?
Estimate's 30 minutes.
30 minutes? 30 minutes? Okay, we're smacking into a wall. I think this is... Oh god, is this the 13th or 14th? I don't remember. Oh no. I think Goodies is the 14th. So we're gonna smack into a wall. Just for funsies, I guess. That's... I hope everyone is enjoying. Alright, so the way that your car takes damage actually is really lackluster in this game, because you can like head-on collision another car and it won't break your car. Because on the lowest setting, you actually take like 1% of damage, but on the highest one, if you hit a wall at all, you're like at like 3% of your car working. So I'm gonna find enough speed and then I'm gonna smack into a wall, so I can show you what happens when you hit a wall. So I will go straight, and then here's a wall. Well, that didn't work out. I literally got T-boned into hitting a wall. That's actually hilarious. Alright. I don't think this is the last race, but I'll try to hit a wall. I'm gonna hit one of these pipes. So that's what happens when you hit a wall. The car is perfectly fine still, and it's hilarious that even on the lowest difficulty they won't mess your car up. So I'm gonna finish the lap, and I think there's one more after this. Is there? I don't remember. That might be time, but I have to see. I don't remember if there's one more. I can't count. Let's see. Is there one more lap? I'm pretty sure there's one more. Nope, that was it. I think. I'm pretty sure. Nope, there's one more. Okay, we're good. There's one more. So the last one is I think this is my favorite one. Whiskey Reaver is definitely my favorite. 19th was speed rating of 85. So speed rating is based on how long you stay in the track and how many people you hit. Originally, when I was learning the game, I was at like 60 speed rating when I finished the game, so it was funny. But the more difficulty you're on, so like higher difficulties, your speed running will go down. But at lower difficulties, like your speed running generally stays higher. So here we go. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. So here we go. Here's the last race. So time ends when we cross the finish line after the second lap, which will be coming up in about 30-ish seconds. So get ready on the timer. We're definitely saving about 5 minutes on the run. Oh yeah, so if you hit circle, you can pull up your cars. Oh god. Wow. Alright, let's see if we can get last place. Oh no! I keep getting hit. Okay, there we go. So if you hit circle, you can see your car stats. Alright, that's time. Okay, thank god. Alrighty, so the incentive for seeing the hamsters was met. I don't
Just
think.
so you know, your incentive was met.
Yeah, so I will get that
So
set
your
up.
incentive is met, and your time was a 26:32.
That is not that bad. Alrighty, I am going to get the hamsters. So I don't know who did it, but thank you for donating 10. I think it was USD or Euro. Um, for me, it says USD whenever I looked at it, but I'm pretty sure it's not in USD. But thank you. I'll try to get the hamsters. They've been really moody recently because I have been extremely busy. So I'm gonna definitely try to get both of them. But if I can't, I do not want to waste all you guys' times. Come on, Frankie. Frankie.
I should just mention as well is that you guys wanted this, so you guys
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the more favorite runs. Alright, Frankie, are you gonna play nice? Let's play nice for the nice people who donated to see you. Don't you like $10, Frankie? I like $10. Come on, buddy. I'm probably gonna only be able to get Bonkers because Bonkers is not as mean as Frankie is. Alright, to mention, I have two hamsters. There's one named Beans and one named Frankie. I call them a lot of different names, and I call them Bonkers and Clyde sometimes. So if you hear me switch back and forth, um, just know I don't have more than two hamsters. I only have two. Come on, Beans. Come on, Beans. Come on, buddy. I didn't want to leave them out, um, because last time I left them out, they were having really bad problems. So I'm sorry for making you guys wait. I just, my hamsters' mental healths are a little bit important because they don't like being left outside of their cage without me paying attention to them because they have a lot of emotional problems. So,
I was gonna say, do you have a hamster wheel?
yes. So
Yeah,
here's
one
me.
will be
Hello.
trauma in the other.
So here is Bonkers and Clyde. You Bonkers. All right. So this one that's on my left hand. Well, they're both on my hand. This one that's on the left, which is the right for you. This is Beans, which is also called Bonkers. This one's Frankie, which is Clyde. Um, these guys are dwarf hamsters. So this is as big as they'll get. They were born August 1st. So they're about 6 months old. Sadly, dwarf hamsters, these guys will only live for about 2 years. They're facing me because they want food. So I'll try. Well, you guys want to see their little butts? Here's little butts. Little butts. But I'll try to turn them around. So there's Frankie's face. Here's
I was gonna
Bean's
say you've heard
face.
of big butts and they cannot lie. That's the little bits.
Yeah. So these guys are dwarf hamsters. They live up to 2 years of life. They are my current life because I love them a lot. These guys mean a lot to me. They've been seen in about 5 other marathons. But these guys are definitely a great way for me to talk a little bit about hamsters and animal health. So hamsters in total, if you guys don't know, a lot of rodents hibernate. These guys hibernate. So during winter, in the UK and whatnot as well, if you have hamsters and your room gets below about 60 degrees, these guys will go into hibernation. Um, they each have like a different temperature clock. So Beans is always in hibernation, I feel like. Okay. Um so if you have hamsters, please be careful because you will think that they're dead, but in reality they're hibernating, and that's a big problem with these guys is people will get hamsters, it will hit winter and then they think, their hamster died during winter or whatnot, but they hibernate and they bury their hamsters alive. So if you have hamsters, no matter the size, no matter the breed, they all hibernate. Please make sure to not bury your hamsters alive. If they're acting dead or not moving, turn up the temperature in the room if it's below a certain degree. But I knew that when I got them, so please make sure of that. Additionally, if you have hamsters, these guys clean themselves. I'm sorry, they keep falling. Um, these guys clean themselves about 50% of their lives. So imagine taking a shower for about 12 hours a day. But this is what these guys do. They actually can't get wet because water is not good for their felts. So these guys always kind of stink. but they're super cute. And they don't actually have a massive smell because you see him cleaning himself. They do that constantly. And that's why I always have to refill their water bowl because they'll go and sit next to the water bowl and just like rub themselves just like that throughout their whole body. And I've seen them clean each other, but they usually are self-reliant and won't clean each other. So besides that, these are my boys. I hope you guys enjoy them. Their whiskers are actually super poignant to them, and their sense of smell. If you have any rodent, there we go. If you have any rodent, do they multiply if they get water on them? No, they don't. If you get, I'm sorry, they're looking at me with them cute eyes.
Just it's like being on the what do you call it, Animal Planet channel.
Yeah. So if you get hamsters, please be mindful that do not get bedding with wood chipping. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I got them wood chipping bedding. These guys do not need that. Wood chipping are only really for bigger animals, especially for dwarf hamsters. You guys want to get them paper bedding, which I know that's like, oh, that's paper bedding. It's gonna absorb and smell bad. Yes, it will. They're pets. Pets do get, stinky at some point. But these two little guys, if you get wood chipping bedding at all, it could actually get them a nasal infection. And these guys, especially all rodents, are prone to getting infections like nasal infections or stuff like that. So please be extremely mindful if you get hamsters. These are definitely a great pet, but do realize they are a lot of work. So if you get them, get them for you, not for your kids, because the kids won't take care of them as much as they should. Like I have to let them outside of their I have two balls for them to play with. I have a giant playpen that you guys will sometimes see if I ever stream, and you can see them on that. So I think this is the end of me explaining these boys. So I hope everyone has enjoyed my two little hamsters. Thank you so much for donating to see them, like I had said. Also, these are not rats. Rats, if you want to know the difference between rats and hamsters, rats have long, hairless tails. Hamsters.
Rats are bigger.
Yeah, rats are bigger. Oh, well, I mean, mice as well. Mice have long, hairless tails. These guys have short, little, hairy, white tails. There are many different hamsters, but all of them have hairy tails. Oh, this is them doing the stack thing. That's cute. I got poop all over my computer. Sweet. They constantly, um, poop, but they're animals and they're like yay big. They have to eat constantly because they have to use a lot of energy to find food. These guys don't. But yeah, I want to give some shout outs and then we will call the hamster time. So I want to shout out Viper for, putting up McRaeathon, amazing marathon. I want to shout out BSG for letting us, letting Viper be able to use their stuff and to hang out. I want to thank Zeko for teaching me how to drive any car because I didn't know how to for video games. I want to shout out all my friends over at the Danny Discord, which is a Discord for the NASCAR community. So, without further ado, that is me, KunoDemetries, with my hamsters, Beans and Frankie.
No problem. Thank you very much, Kuno. It's been a privilege to have you as a staff member, as a volunteer, and to have you running the marathon itself. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Yep.
On that note, folks, we are going to go to a quick intermission, and when we come back, we will have our final thoughts and announcements by myself and Joseph. So make sure you stick around as we give our final thoughts, and we'll be back very, very shortly.